Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another stream. Oh, God. So, my stream earlier got copyright claimed. I'm not going to be earning much from ad revenue for that. So, I thought what I'd do is I'd make sure to sort myself out and do a nice Assassin's Creed Valhalla open world stuff stream. As you can see here, there's still plenty of stuff that needs doing. So, that's not necessarily going to be a problem. I have plenty of content to be getting on with, basically, by streaming this. Tomorrow I'm going to get cracking on doing my next, I guess, modded Red Dead fuckabout video, because, come on, those are quite funny, those are quite amusing. And people they have a great response. They always perform, you know, slightly above average for views, of late especially. And they're good. The responses are always positive to them, and people enjoy them. So, sorry I forgot to stick it in 60 frames. Let me see if that will make a difference. Hang on. Sorry, I just had to stick it in 60 frames. Because I don't know if it's going to make a difference now, but if we refresh, it should do. I don't know if it will. Gaming. Poggers. Why are you spamming poggers? I mean, I'm not adverse to it. I don't understand it. That's all. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'll post that video tomorrow. I'll probably make it tomorrow. I don't know. Do you guys have any suggestions as to which Red Dead character I should play as in a modded mess about next? Gaming lads doing bits and pieces, exactly. What more could you want? You know what I mean? There's not much else to life. Has your views on Valhalla changed after doing more side content? Not really, no. I mean, the side content it can be alright. It's definitely a better general structure and concept than that of just having the same side quest copy and pasted template over and over again. But does it work for Assassin's Creed? It can. I just don't think it's applied quite correctly in the sense that everything is silly and dumb. And maybe sometimes they're puzzles that aren't fun, or maybe they're just weird. I'm not going to lie, Fisher, you running about as a kid killing people made me laugh out loud. Well, you should see my most recent one in which I got the Miss Grimshaw. She's like the camp nanny and turned her into an alien. Or the time where I got Bertram, who's a guy who had a really small head but a really large body, and turned him into basically Master Chief. Yeah, no, they're mad. Like I was riding that frickin' horse with great skill. I presume. Hello. Oh, I see. Yeah. Hang on, are we getting a bit of connection death? Did our connection die a heat death? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It just looked like my connection had decided that it had enough. Oh, was that it? Why's the stream stopped? It hasn't. Anyone else lagging? The stream hasn't stopped. That's so weird. Oh, cool. It's Fishy's Patreon link. Yeah. Seems like YouTube is doing me dirty. It's had enough. It's fine. It should be fine. It looks fine on my end. And if it's getting to YouTube, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Stream is still going. Yeah, it had a moment. It might have been because I changed it up to 60 frames when it wasn't to begin with. Because I didn't have it as that for the Order 1886, which I was playing on PS4, which isn't even 30 frames, that game, for some reason. It's like 24, because it's trying to be cinematic as fuck. And I'm sure I'll be doing some of that on stream tomorrow, and finishing that playthrough. It's back. It should be fine, because I had it there for a moment there as well. It just seemed to stop, and I was very confused as to why. And then when I refreshed, everything was fine. And it didn't make sense to me, so it's whatever. Yo, I'm from Red Dead, Micah Williams. Micah in Red Dead's called Micah Bell. Agent X, or is it Agent 10? I never really thought about that. Hey Fishy, love your content. Do you think Ava will become an assassin in the DLCs? And do you think we'll fight the first Templars? They set up the first Templars being a thing, didn't they? Cheers for the super chat, before I forget to thank you for your generosity, man. I don't know. I don't know if Ava will become an assassin or a hidden one. It seemed like that development got cast aside at the end there, and I don't know how they're going to go back on that if they are. Maybe they will. Maybe they will go down the route of giving us an assassin Eivor, and that'll be okay. Are you going to 100% this game? No, I'm just doing open world content because I have nothing else to do. It's just something to do, you know. I think having something to do is important in the middle of a lockdown. If you're not from the UK, we're currently in lockdown again, as a lot of other countries are facing restrictions and stuff like that. It's been a bit grim. COVID deaths, it's surpassed 100,000 people in this country alone, and I have no words for that. That's fucking horrible. But yeah, no, we all need something to do in the middle of this, and so if me streaming a game can do that for me and loads of other people, then it's what we have to do. Just wasting time until the Mass Effect remaster. Well, it's a remaster. Yeah, wasting time until the Mass Effect Trilogy remaster. You know what I mean? It's what we're doing. It's what we have to be doing.
The baby is coming.
Didn't even hit puberty yet. Oh, that was bad. Anyway.
Coming. Where's the nearest healer? I will take you.
No need for a healer, love. Just get to the top of that hill. I can do the rest.
What? All the way to the top? And you intend to go alone in your state?
Yes! Ah! Oh, roll my fat corpse up this hill if need be.
It's too far to carry you like this without hurting your babe. I shall have to take you by horse.
Ah, you need not help me.
She gets up just fine, hops on the horse.
Who am I to look a gift Dane in the mouth?
It is dishonorable to leave a pregnant woman to the elements.
Oh, that hill.
The baby's father not come to you.
The baby's father is a god. Mockers of the wood saw me on solstice and wooed me with his song.
Picked up our trail. Hold on.
I just kicked that wolf in the face. Right, here we are.
We made it to the shrine. Do you think the otherworldly father will be able to find us?
I wasn't impregnated by a god, just an ordinary man as bored as me. Doubt they want anything to do with this child.
I see.
She doesn't even look that pregnant, you know what I mean? Maybe she's eaten a few Big Macs too many, but you know, she's not hefty. She's not looking like a balloon, you know what I mean? Cigarette share, more dosh incoming, 1 min. You have to do that, man. I appreciate the super chat just the same. I really appreciate your generosity, man, but don't feel like you have to throw money at me like I'm a stripper or something.
A girl? I have no knowledge of warriors or what to name them. How about your name then? Little Eivor.
Ermina? I've been looking everywhere. Brand told me you'd run off and I worried the worst. Is that...
This is your god lover? I expected more.
God lover? Should I take that as a compliment on my prowess or an insult to my name?
Go, Mockers. Our families would never approve the union. And if you're to have any reputation, you will forget me.
I think I get to stay in that. I care not about status, and if all we have together is some hut in the woods, then so be it.
Abel's just fucked off.
Sound fit for a witch and her babe.
Alright, well, I'll... Oh, that's shut now. I wonder if we come back we'll hear dip. Oh, I don't think the game's that deep. You don't really have to change gear in this game. No, you can just upgrade it. It definitely doesn't feel like as much of a waste, you know. It doesn't feel like the game is trying to waste your time necessarily. The game is long, and sometimes it doesn't warrant the length. It doesn't feel like it's trying to waste your time. It just feels like sometimes it unfortunately might. Despite my hopes, it seems the mask is... What's that? Sorry? Seems the mask is more a myth than a fact. A shame. An enchanted item that allows the wearer to pass between the doorways between the worlds. I've combed these hills in search, but my stocks are low and my back is sore. See you at home, Bran. Cigarette chair. The dosh has arrived. Gaming is being done, so today is complete. Hope this fares well. Cheers, cigarette chair, man. I really appreciate your generosity, and I 100% don't deserve it. Like, you're a mad guy, and I love it.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Yeah, we're having a madness today. Let's go. How do I get in here? Oh, there. Big crack. Sometimes you can come back to world encounters and there'll be a little scene or reward. I guess that strikes me as the kind of place where that'll happen. Somehow. I think this game doesn't make you expect it well enough. But I don't think it happens enough for the game to want to make you expect it. So when it's like, so when you do it, it's like, oh, charming. So maybe I'll come back here in a bit and there'll be an older child or something. I don't know. Let's go. Hang on. I was just checking something. Let's check in. What drink do we crack open tonight, boys? Do we crack open a big fuck off bottle of flavoured fizzy water, or do we crack open a can of the Pepsi Max, or do we crack open a Tango? I have a couple of those somewhere. Yeah, apparently I do. Madness. I don't know. I think it'll have to be the water tonight. Fishy, what AC game do you recommend I get? I have AC 1, 2, and 3 remastered. Brotherhood, Revelations, Black Flag. Oh, not another one. I can't believe these things are there's still a few popping about. Like, I did all my rock stacking. Now I'm doing more rock stacking. This one better not take the piss, otherwise I am going to literally chef people up.
Eivor, did you hear? The king will visit tomorrow. Sigurd will be with him.
Father told me, but I cannot play too often with Sigurd. He always steals my stones and calls me troll too.
I can think of one way to fluster him. Use all of these stones for your next cairn. He'll have none for himself.
I could build the largest cairn he has ever seen. He would be so jealous.
Take these. Make him smile.
Yes.
And did your father mention Gunnar's arm ring?
No? Not that I remember.
Speak with your father tonight. He has a special task for you.
I don't feel like that should have worked. I don't feel like it's going to work, you know, like I feel like if we add any more to this, like at all, that will happen. Yeah. Who would have thought? Not me. No clue. Never. This needs to be, I think, lower set. That way this it gets added on more even. This is probably not even how. Ah, fuck. Yeah, you can see that failing before you even experience the failure. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to reset all. We're going to get the big stone and we're going to put it flat on this thing. Big bit of stone right there. That's some instant stones. I like stone. Oh, don't fall over, big stone. Mighty stone, why? If that's falling over, then it's probably not very stable. I'm doing my best to be somewhat of a clever man. To be fair, doing that was almost like, well, I actually think maybe that little there. No, it's not quite even. It looks like what I'm trying to do is be clever with it. This is probably one of the easier ones as well. As you can tell, it's far from it. Right, okay, so let's find this here. And let's get it so it's like this. So this is what it drops on. It's really quite awkward, actually, this stone stacking business. Yeah, that's good. That's more... That looks stable. That looks sturdy. Or not. Maybe it's not sturdy at all, but at least... Well... At least I'm using my brain to come to the conclusion that I am lacking a brain. Stacking... This is the most... You're fucking kidding. Please, please. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Let's defy science with me, brother. Stay. 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 It's just in. It's just on. Come on, it's not gonna let me lock that in, because apparently that's not it. That's bollocks. That I've literally finessed the system and the game's gone no. Stay, 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 stay. Yes! Stack all of the stones! The rock stacking makes me want to step on a Lego. You know what, same. It does. I'm just investing it into bear mastery, so that we're big combat gods with my Excalibur and my Mjolnir and my Isu bow. I like how if I hit it with a sword it doesn't go over, but it's so fragile apparently when you're doing it. What did I do? Like get... I don't know what I did. I don't know, did I don't know what I did to it, but it's fine. It's become indestructible since I, well, hit it with the sword. It's a madness, isn't it? Let's have a look, see what chat's saying. Whoa, camera. It's me on camera. Hello. I'm a big man and my hair gets in the way of my face a lot, so I apologise. Must have superglued them down. Some hefty superglue. Ken, innit? What's your opinion on female women as opposed to male ones? Ooh, this game is in England. Vomit emoji to excess. It's flex tape, obviously. Yeah, I reckon Eivor invented the flex tape. Excited for Ireland and France DLC? Yeah. I reckon the France one could be very Assassin's Creed. The Ireland one could be a fun mystery. It depends on the quality of writing. With Darby McDevitt, you know that you're going to get some good writing. But when it comes to other Ubisoft stuff, you just never know. I'm not saying that Assassin's Creed Valhalla featured perfect writing, and it wasn't all Darby either. But that influence there is very obvious very quickly. I don't know if... I don't think Darby's working on the DLC, so I don't know. Will we will we miss him? That's the question. What's your opinion on the... okay, how about we just don't?
One step closer. I warn you. Stop.
Apparently I can't go through, but I can go on. Alright. Hello, King of the Hill.
What did you say to me?
No one has ever dared to come all the way up before. What happens now?
We fight.
Let me pause the game while I, you know, put the bottle down. Not giving you that advantage. Well.
Hold! I give in! No more shall I challenge everyone!
See that you don't.
Well, I got whatever that was. Loot. Ooh, a letter. King of the Hill declaration. No one will doubt me, for King of the Hill am I. No one will gainsay me, for King of the Hill am I. No one will spit upon me or call me a fool or humbug for king of the hill am I. No one, I say. That doesn't roll very good. But I get it. This guy got bullied relentlessly for being a massive mug. And as a result of that, he must die. Done my best to end this man's life. There's something about this world event that I'm missing. To be fair, I made an impressive little fortification up here. Maybe if we go down the hill, there are people who bully him.
This is my hill. Every patch of it, from the scrabble grass down there to the airy heights here.
What?
At it again? I thought I shut you up last time.
You again?
Quit stalling.
Oh, you're shitting me, are you? Oh, he's wised up to that. You know, he's not a bad fighter, to be fair, is he? Will I have to kill him? Apparently an arrow to the stomach is only incapacitating for people we like.
I can't take any more. I won't bother anybody any longer.
Feel like dual wielding Excalibur and Mjolnir is a bit OP. Believe it or not, Mjolnir just becomes fucking useless.
My blood runs hot. My hands
This madman will not stop.
And as a result of that, it's not because it's OP, but because it just feels like there's no use for that
You little
offhand.
shit. How many times must I beat you to mush?
Oh, just you try.
I just walk away, and then he goes mad. Ah, fuck. Stamp on his bollocks. Kill his mum. Surely that's enough. Surely the game's not gonna go.
I give up. You are the better fighter.
Never forget that. I'm tired of defeating you.
Oh, it's no pleasure being defeated. The hill is yours. You're the true champion.
To be fair, I don't understand why Eivor felt the need to get involved in that one. It's not like that hill had any importance at all. Let the man be a crackhead on his hill. Eivor, the playground bully. This man is a crackhead, so we must bully. Classic, to be fair, madness. Fishy, try wielding dual flails. There's a weapon bolt which increases your damage. As cool as that is, I like the fact that we're running about dual wielding Excalibur and Mjolnir purely because we can call out how ridiculous that is. And I can show off how ridiculous that is. It's overpowered to the point where half of it is useless. Why didn't you collect the wealth? I just don't feel like I need it. There's nothing I can use it for. Like, we get plenty of upgrade materials as we go. And we'll be able to upgrade that as we go as well. Let's equip this bow. You alright, gents? How you doing? Hello, green men. Green men of the ends. That's how you murder the boys. Also, because I'm just doing the world events, because those actually interest me. Collecting things from chests might be fun. Not for me. I'll get them if I'm literally right there. Bye-bye, knobhead. That man got battered. I hammered him to death. But it actually felt like an inconvenience to bother. Fish, I want to know your opinion on dirty dirt as opposed to clean dirt. I prefer clean dirt. If we could ever have clean dirt, wouldn't that just be brilliant? Let's get to 100 likes, that'd be nice. 100 likes, that'd be a good number. At which point I will actually, in my head, contemplate what it means to have dirty dirt. Your thoughts on Skill Up's Valhalla review? I find it weird that he liked Odyssey after calling out Valhalla for what he called out Valhalla for. Beyond that, he's allowed to have his thoughts on whatever he wants. I don't care. It's not my business. I don't tend to consult what anyone else thinks before I have my own opinion. I don't need to have thoughts on other people's thoughts. Least of all when they don't necessarily need me to, because put it this way, I doubt Skill Up cares what I think. Why would I? Why would I? I don't see. There's no debate there. It's just, I don't know. I also put most of it from my mind because, well, it's not my problem, I guess. It's just I wanted to have my own opinion on the game, really. But when the game had just released, a lot of people came into the chat and just regurgitated what he'd said in his video to the point where it almost became frustrating to hear about. And I feel like there's got to be some shrooms somewhere, right? Where are the shrooms, mother? Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm high as fuck.
I need to heal.
Those were just murder mushrooms. These are bad boy mushrooms, but where? Oh, there they are. I just ate poison mushrooms. You did me dirty there. I know that those aren't the mushrooms. This place is just shrooms. As good as that is.
Stretch your wings.
Do I have to eat these murder mushrooms that I've never seen before again? Because I will. Oh, here we go. Imagine forgetting to light the stream. What's this? Engraved in stone. Druid I shall be. I begin my initiation. I have eaten all of the mushrooms. In which the spirits. Oh my. What shrooms sit in front? Are there shrooms there? It's obviously not correct. That is obviously also not correct, so I'm not reading this right. Maybe I have to scan the shrooms. Why would I be yamming shrooms? Murder shrooms. Okay, now we'll have a look. See what? Let's start this. Okay, druid I shall be, I begin my initiation. I have eaten the mushrooms and wait to see the spirits. So there are 5 fires, right? Okay, if this one's 1 and the next one's 5, does anyone know what order we're going in? Just to save us some fucking time. So, is it like 1, 3, 5? Or is it like 2, 3, 5? Or 2, 3, 4? Or one of those combos? What's your opinion on mushy mushroom? My opinion on mushy mushrooms is lame. In my opinion, Eivor is canonically male. See, I guess you can headcanon that if you want, but Eivor is canonically female. That's the vibe I'm getting anyway. For some reason, 135. Let's see if that's correct. It's a reincarnation of Odin. Which is why there is a male Eivor. It's such a... This is not right. You've done me dirty here, son. Should be signpost with the fire. You see, this game is so fucking hard to read when it comes to these. Like, it becomes almost to the point of inconvenience. Well, these puzzles are not complex, but sometimes so subtle to the point where you just have to Google it and don't see what people are doing. As there actually don't appear to be any signs. Hang on. Sometimes you'll see them, other times you won't. No phone got into the Olympus project. What's that mean? Didn't Ubisoft say male and female are both canon? They did, but it's bollocks. Because they're both technically canon, but they're not. You know what I mean? Like, if you choose the canon way to play, you'll play as female Eivor, but when it comes to the Asgard sections, you'll play as male Odin. And that's that. And that's the canon way to play, apparently. And that's called Let the Animus Decide. And there is fucking nothing. Hang on. Candles. That could be it, right? Is it neat and tidy? Let's look for the neat and tidy ones. Any that are a mess, not likely to be them. Maybe it's the scrans. It can't be the scrans, because there's no more scrans. How the hell are you playing the game still? Just fired it up. You know what I mean? I've been streaming for maybe half an hour. Oh. I've accidentally stumbled across it. I don't know how I've done it, but I've accidentally stumbled across the combo. How did I even do that? I don't know. Maybe it's in the letter, actually. Maybe if I have a look at the letter, you get a rough idea of how I did manage it. Maybe let's see. Druid I shall be. I have eaten the mushroom and wait to see the spirits. No, that's useless.
And the fire has burned out.
I have no clue how I managed that one. I just sort of did. It just sort of happened. Four, 3, 1. Oh shit! Never mind. Lol. I want to know what the tell was for that one. What was the tell for it? Like, what was actually there that indicated which fires to change? What do you think was the next setting will be? I don't know. There's a rumour going about that it could be not ancient India, but like colonial India. I'd like to see India in some capacity, but I don't necessarily believe the rumours. I wait to see who reports on it as well. Usually some places will be like this lines up with stuff that we've been told, and then you know that there's some. No one's done that, and if nobody does that, usually it doesn't turn out to be very true.
Which way?
Something wrong.
I'm blind, you idiot.
I am no idiot. Don't insult me.
I caution you not to insult me, stranger.
All right, you're the victim. My life is shit. I'll never find my way to Clee Hill Spring.
Why do you seek that spring?
Do you know nothing? The enchanted waters heal people. You just have to show up. But I'll never make it. Unless you lead me there. Oh, dear Lord, yes. Walk loudly, friend. I'll follow wherever you go. Lead me to Clee Hill Spring. My sight will return. I'll see birds and trees.
Oh, he's gonna
flowers and
walk
clouds.
loudly is just the game's way of saying walk normally.
Oh, you so much for pissing on my dreams. Do me a kindness, would you? Shove something in your gruel hole.
What? I'm trying to be nice to the man here. What's this, sorry? Wow, didn't know you were live. Epic Gaming. Yeah, apparently YouTube has this thing where it doesn't like to let subscribers know when you're actually doing something for some reason. It goes, oh no, we'll test it with this amount. Make sure notifications are on so YouTube can then not notify you knowing that you did everything right.
Did you slow down? No.
I have done what I can.
Oh, you're... No gratitude. By the spirit of God, sprite that inhabits the spring, I give you thanks. For years I suffered with rashes, pustules, pox and outbreaks, bleeding, scabs, cracked fingers and pus flowing through my eyes. But the spring has cured them all. If only the lame fellow I saw crawling this way, or even the unpleasant blind man would come here. Surely a miracle before them too. Blessed spring. I fervently give my thanks to the healing stream, blessed by our good saint Milberger, she of the miraculous veil. I came in great distress and drank deeply of the muddy waters while praying to the blessed saint. I was overcome by a great trembling, as if my limbs had taken on a separate life. Much to my embarrassment, a violent purgation of my entrails ensued. So what happens when you drink muddy water, isn't it? A miraculous stench arose, and the stench of my sins. I prayed for forgiveness, and lo, the trembling ceased. I have never felt better. I guess I'm gonna...
Eivor, I hoped I would find you here. You seem well. Your wounds have healed quickly. I heard my father talking to the others. He said you were his child now, so that makes me your brother. You are welcome to this family. Now we will grow together and feast together and scamper over the snows together. I hope that pleases you. It pleases me. What is it you are building now? 2 homes or a hill in the mountain?
This is my father, Varian. And this is Hrothgar the Cruel.
Ah.
The fuck is Sigurd doing to child Eivor?
Lean on me. I will lead you home.
Let's try to not be stupid. I'm very capable of being stupid, so I'm doing my best to avoid it. Ah, that was quite easy. That didn't take very long. Thank God. Oh, it's Emmy. We got a mastery point. Something untoward was going on in that. Yeah. To move the fucking horse out the way. That's all it took, was move the horse out the way. Didn't take as long as the last one. Didn't take as long as the one I did earlier. No. Yesterday, no. He's still blind? Maybe if I meditate? Why is that not currently available? Strange blind man discovers there is no magic. And is forever ruined. Huh. What's this? Oh, what's happened to you?
Why do you cry out so much?
Oh, sorry, friend. I questioned the Lord in a moment of weakness. I crawled this far, but it seems I will never get to Clee Hill.
You've lost your leg.
Long ago, Saint Milburger's prayers brought forth a miraculous spring bursting forth from the top of that hill. A simple visit cures all ailments. In fact, the spring is the source of this small fall of water right here.
Right, I guess I carry him. I guess there's more to this world event than just one thing.
Are you going to take me to Clee Hill Spring? Oh, thank you,
This just got worse as
It is a joyous day.
as this guy's now going to put his freshly amputated leg
Eager to walk again.
into
Once more,
muddy
the joy of
water.
Striding across a grassy knoll on a summer's day.
Oh yes, enjoy some gangrene. Go, gents.
Who is that man?
What? Who said that?
I'm right here before you.
Do you mock me? I'm blind.
Sincere apologies. I did not realize.
I meet nothing but village idiots. Why do you speak from the ground? Stand up and greet me proper.
Alas, my legs are afflicted. I cannot stand.
What good are you? A heap on the ground.
I have a suggestion.
I see a way you can help one another.
Would you please stick a cork in it for 2 minutes? It's obvious this piddling stream is useless. I'm stuck, blind as a dead dog, with no one to guide me on my way.
I have no one to help me get around. Whoa, oh, whoa. Sometimes I almost lose faith.
Wait,
What?
I need someone to lead, and you can see.
And I need someone to carry me.
Together, we are as one full man.
Oh, heaven sent joy! Oh, all because of this Dane. Thank you, stranger.
Such a fucking weird world event, but whatever.
The monotony work a tangled weave.
You know? Right, I guess I want to move on and do some more stuff. That's that newbie. 2 cripples become 1 man. I feel like that's a bit of a strange message that Ubisoft didn't think through. Obviously, it's no message at all, but people might look at that and go, "Are they trying to say that if that you need help if you have a disability?" Are they saying that disabled people need to band together? I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird message. But I don't think it was intended as one. And so we can ignore it. It's just funny to me. It's just funny how that... There's so many things in this game that could be interpreted so wrong. The world events like that. There's one in which there's a woman stalking this man, and she basically hires you to kidnap the man. And so you do that, and then you bring the man back to her, and then he's like, wait, what? Who the fuck are you? And then suddenly that concept just makes him hard for this woman, and it's a weird interaction. And if you flipped it around, it would be like, wait, no, what the fuck do you mean? You know what I mean? Disabled Megazoid. Oh god. Yeah, that one was weird. Only the original Patrick can do the bits. Do you think Valhalla is better than Origins? I've certainly sunk a lot more hours into one playthrough. That's a bear. What is the upcoming game you are looking forward to? Like the most? I guess it'll be the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster. Just an excuse to replay some banging games. Beyond that, I don't know.
Higher than the sun, right through the sun and into God's hands.
Oh, you are lucky to be here, warrior. You'll see a sight rarely seen by any mortals.
Have I walked into another realm?
Ota hits rocks as far as the eye can see.
The name's Odo Sluggerson. I usually try to dodge Danes like yourself, but you seem friendly.
I saw an angel.
Why does he have an American accent?
I swear I did, Ota.
Nothing more sweet than the crack of a good, clean rock hit. Like a warrior's axe cutting through a shield wall.
I would like to see this rock.
You can very easily tell who recorded their lines at home. Can't you?
You speak of.
All right, here's a taste of my fire. Get ready, kids.
Here's a taste of my fire. What's he gonna do? Spit bars? No, I get what. It just sounds so unnatural.
I'm impressed, Oda Sluggerson.
If you want, some try and do the same with their bow, but my best time is hard to beat.
I would not want these kids to lose a hero by besting you.
I like this, Viking. Kids, gather round. Are you sure you want to challenge me?
Let us compete.
Fine, Oda. I will show these children what a true legend is.
Someone's from the Midwest.
Can you find this stone I kept?
Sure thing, kid. Nice one.
I kept this.
Well, B, you knocked the straw right out of that dummy's belly.
Where's the next one? Oh, over there.
Well struck, Dane.
Where's the next one? There's more? Where's the other one?
Your chance is over. You're not as swift as Zoda. Legends are not talked into sagas.
Where's the... This is really quite confusing. Where's the other one? I need to find... Oh, maybe there? There's at least... No, I hit these. Those... Oh, it's in there. Okay, of course it is. Right, let's go again. This time I know where it is.
Oh, back again? You sure you want another go at it?
Yes, Oda. Now it is time.
We get it, let's go.
Well, I'll be. You knocked the straw right out of that dummy's belly. Nice one. Well struck, Dane. Nice one. Well, twang, twang, twang. You've got some firepower in you.
The Dane's got a fine shot. Two legends here together. Tell the poets.
Thank you, Oda Sluggerson. This game is joyful. If you add a cup of mead and some popped oats, it could be a fine manner of passing time.
You're right, Eivor of Raven Clan. Hey, come on back if you ever want to dance again. Oh, back again? You sure you want another go at it?
I'm gonna leave.
Not right now.
His club just appeared in in his hand. I got a stone that says Cody B on it. Like I said, sometimes the world events are just a little bit too unsubtle. Like, Ubisoft has no fucking clue what subtlety is. When they do Easter eggs, it's so very blatant. When they do references, it's so very obvious. When they do something that doesn't fit, it doesn't matter. Sorry, doesn't fit, it doesn't matter. Sometimes when they do their jokes, they're very obvious. And honestly, sometimes when they're trying to address their narrative, they don't go for the if you know, you know approach. This game does it a lot in the main story. But in this world, there's so much shit that just isn't subtle remotely. I remember I dreamt I bought Valhalla and cried, but then I woke up so everything was okay. Yeah. That's a positive dream. It makes you grateful for reality, I guess, if that's where you want to land on it. Oh, so people suddenly hate Valhalla now. I really like Valhalla. I think it's a good time. It's definitely a good way to kill the time. All I'm saying is they're not very subtle in the open world, are they? Ubisoft has always been like that, though. Like, well, not always, but at least for a few years.
I'm dead. I am so dead.
Speak.
Oh.
What are you?
I died a terrible death, killed by wolves or something. Nobody read the last rites. I'm stuck in purgatory. Have a heart, Wayfarer. Give a little something to help free me.
Give something?
A little offering to help a fellow out on my journey to the land of the dead.
Show yourself.
I'm not fooled by trickery.
Do not pester dead people. 50 pieces of silver will be enough to bring me peace.
I will find you and kill you.
12 pieces of silver.
You'll soon be dead enough.
A head of cabbage?
What about it, Wayfarer? Wayfarer? Where are you going? Get back here!
It's this gaff. I must enter the gaff. Shift that out my way.
What is this? An entrance.
Come on, go down.
Voice of the dead. You appear much livelier than this.
Stabbed him. He hardly committed an offence worth killing for, but there you go. Like I said, the game doesn't really allow you to do much else. Charlatan's note. Another sorry day in my miserable life. It's no joy to drag a stinking corpse and set it just so with sticks and rocks, then hide, hoping some drooling curl or churl will come along and listen to my tale of purgatory. Making the voice sound right is no small task, and here every time they aren't fooled and knock the corpse sideways and have to start anew. But then there's the times where they give the silver and believe they've saved their soul. They're so happy to have done this something good in this subworld. Makes it all worth it. It does. I steal people's money and make them feel good about it. I am doing them a service. You know how it goes. Have you connected it with a HDMI cable? What's it? What are we talking about? What's better, LA Noire or Sleeping Dogs? They're two different games. I can't compare one to the other because there's not... They don't share very much in common besides from both having some form of driving mechanic. Sleeping Dogs is a madly underrated game. Definitely check it out. LA Noire is an incredibly fun time. Definitely check it out. That's all there is to it. One day I'll buy off Ubisoft and make them good AC games. Lol, what does that mean? Basically, oh, okay. We're talking about gaming. I like gaming. Gaming's good for the soul. I feel like there's a curse back there. Maybe we should go and find it.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Here we go. Curse.
All cursed corruption.
Well, that's a nice symbol of corpses. I am on fire somewhat. So, beg and blessing. May your enemies be scattered as dry leaves in howling wind. May those you hate flee from the sight of your face. Ah. No, of course. And that's the cabin key. Which we can then... Let's game. Some billionaires should do that for the good of gamers. I doubt billionaires care about necessarily pleasing masses. It's a very good chance that if they wanted everyone to be having a good time, some link in the chain of them becoming a billionaire would not be connected. This is one of those stone things. It's all fold. It's a nice spot, isn't it? No. I need to focus on this. Just classic gaming. If I had the Isu gear, I could bloom it and then look really sick, because the bloom would be on the weapons. But I don't. Nah, I can't deal with that. Why is photo mode silent now?
Here, I believe, is where the Nephilim place sacred stones to guard
The Nephilim. The Nephilim.
Those present were scared by demons. And God
I'm under the
defended
impression
pious,
that I need to
sending
climb on
giants
something.
away. Only these holy
Yeah, that's right. It's got to be that. It's definitely not here. It's got to be higher. Come on, we're there. Climb the rock that's in front of you. Abel, please. You can climb literally anything until it's convenient. And then, no, you suddenly can't. And that's absurd if you ask me. Isn't it weird that some of these puzzles I get instantly and others it takes me about a year?
There's a force here. Invisible.
Oh no, Avor's becoming a Jedi. Okay. That was just me messing about. Have you played Jedi Fallen Order? I have indeed, yeah. Just once. I tried to play it again and then couldn't. I just couldn't stand it the second time around. I liked it the first time around. It was a good time, but I didn't feel like it had much replayability for me. I think the game is one that does have it for most people, just not for me. Is that weird? Like, I can feel there being replayability in there, but when I tried, I just couldn't bring myself to continue. Because I knew it was coming. There was no... I wonder what's the catch with this one. Because no child in this game gets trapped by a witch. Yeah, I believe that. Oh, I see. The witch is probably just like his mum.
About time. I've been so bored in here.
Who's this witch that locked you in?
A horrible old hag who wants to make me into rabbit stew. Thanks for helping me get out.
But you're not a rabbit. You would never be rabbit stew. You might be child stew, human stew.
You naughty boy. Just look at this mess.
Die, witch.
Who is this? I fooled him. I told him you were a witch and were going to eat me for supper.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. It will take me weeks to put this place in order.
We had a grand time.
I am no witch. I am the kindest, sweetest mum to ever lock a lad in a house. How else teach you not to pick your nose?
Thanks, stranger.
Oh, sick. Well, that was a bit odd, to be honest. I mean, yeah. Don't have any words for that besides from... Yeah, no, I knew that was coming. Lucky we didn't murder his mum, innit? Exactly. We could have chefed her up, and then he'd have been alone. Then he would have wished he was locked in his gaff. We could, you know what we should have done? It was a straw house. We should have set the roof on fire. That would have done it. That would have taught him to not pick his nose. Filthy child bastard. Oh god, okay. That would have done it, like, properly. Really love the mental armor. I'm getting about in mad bastard garb. Don't know what that is. Shank his mum, lol. Exactly. And just get a shiv and shiv. Make his mum into rabbit stew. Die, pig. Do you finish Phoenix Immortal? Did I fuck? I haven't gotten around to playing more of that game yet, but it's not a game that makes me want to, you know what I mean? Oh, this is this. Ah, gamer. Hello.
Hello, stranger.
Hello, Jason. You're gonna kill me.
What is this place?
You like it? My wife and I have constructed it from ancient stones. It is a house of dreams and memories, fashioned from gossamer and summer breezes.
It is beautiful.
Paula and I have traveled near and far. Oh, the things we've seen and done. When I say far, I mean to distant lands beyond your imagination. Each brick of this castle is a memory from our adventures.
You have gathered wisdom from your travels.
I have, and it is this. It is all very well to prepare for tomorrow, but do not forget today.
I just scran some crisps, so I'm still hungry. Because you need to scran more.
This hour, this moment.
Listen to your body. Eat more.
Paula and I will look out from our window over the green of England and recall the hours of our travels.
Right.
From our window, we can relive our adventures. There she is now. I must go to her.
I thank you for your words, friend.
It's a cool little place, that. And there's just a world event where you get a dialogue with that. Paola's dream. And this is their home. Basically what they've done is they've converted this castle into their ends. This is their gaff. They've got a nice balcony here. Note from House Builder, Paola and Jason. Thanks for your drawing. It was a great help. I built many houses in my days. From this one, I thought it travels. I think did they build it, or they must have just renovated an old castle and turned it into a gaff. I think that's pretty cool, you know. Well, okay, I'm gonna eat some shrooms. Bet it's a bastard to heat, though. They both appear to be relatively rotund people. I don't think heat's a problem. He was just speaking in bollocks then. I don't even know what he was saying, but it sounded like bollocks to me. There's some deeper meaning, real life side quest guy's wife died and stuff. You what? I've been disappointed in the 2 hours I spent in Essex. Essex. Oh, the Essex. Yeah, it's one of the weaker parts of the game for sure. Essex people keep bringing up as like one of the parts of the game where they just switch off completely, and I understand why. And the 2 times I went through the story, that was the 2 hours in which I found myself remembering the least. Yes, this quest is an homage for an AC fan that died of cancer, Fizhy. Ah, that is really nice. I think that's really nice. I still think that house will be a bastard to heat. But it's cool. I mean, they don't need to, though. I had a discussion about Assassin's Creed. Oh, that sounds fun. It's just a clusterfuck of just filler, and it's not at all a good arc. What? Hello there, sir.
Lose something?
Polished the family brooch up for my niece, put it down for 2 seconds, and it's gone. One of the sheep must have swallowed it.
That will be one hungry sheep.
It was my grandmother's, given her by a very wealthy, admirer. How will I get it back without hurting any of my lovely sheep?
You wait for them to shit.
You swallowed it. Who was it? What have you done?
Brooch. Not in very fine condition. Here's your brooch.
Woo! That smell'd knock over a horse.
I just killed his sheep.
Did you have to kill Dewdrop? She had such soulful brown eyes.
So you don't care about the rest?
Brooch. You have it. Your niece will be grateful. A brooch. Very fine condition.
I just killed those two because I could.
You monster!
I'm a monster. There's no consequence for doing that. Why the fuck would I care to do it any other way? Letter from niece. Uncle Merrick. Mother tells me you wish to give me a grandmother's brooch. Oh dear uncle, I shall treasure such a keepsake. Your loving niece. Who talks like that? Where did you come from? And why are you sitting on the floor? Shepherd's note. Dearest Alwyn, thank you for watching the sheep. A few things to note. Be wary of loud noises. The sheep scare easily. While lighting the torches, do so away from the sheep. Remember to feed the sheep from the hay bale. Give it extra to Callie when she's hungry. Love, Uncle Merrick. Your sheep are all dead, lad. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to lob it at your niece. Or is it your daughter? It's your kid. I'm going to lob it at... Fuck you. Okay. Oh, what's this? Doncaster. Let's go. Now let's bloody go. To the gaming. I am the cock and bollocks assault rifle. Let's go. Ooh. Hi guys, just turned 18. Happy birthday, gamer. I'd say 18 is the age where you go out and get yourself a pint, but that's kind of difficult at the moment, depending on where you are in the world, isn't it? Essex is useless. Oh, it's that Shep's guy. It is the Shep's guy. Yeah, Sheps has been here for quite a while, to be fair. Let's get to 200 likes, gamers. That'd be really awesome. Now. Die. I tried to murder the fox, and it didn't end well. I'm giving chase to the fox. I have no arrows, so I have to do it this way. Although, to be fair, I could set it alight with my one. I've lost the fox. I will... This is a mistake I will regret forever. You right? Where do you come from? There's just random NPCs standing vacant in fields. I don't understand why. If this was Ghost of Tsushima, I'd murder you for trying to kill this fox. If you managed to kill a fox in that game, I'd get the vibe you'd have to be tasked with murdering yourself afterwards. We're in Doncaster. That's exactly how I remember it. Big epic tower. And that's it. There is a giant griffin for able to hunt down.
Heroes aplenty, warriors so many, but most... Hey, you! My eyes and soul do not deceive me. You are the wolf-kissed, are you not? Come.
Greetings, Bard.
That face,
Bad.
that scowl. Yes, indeed, you must be the wolf-kissed. Oh, your fame and generosity are well known to me.
You have a flatterous tongue, Bard. But how do you know me?
The deeds of the great are bards stock in trade. The brave are wealthy, the wealthy are brave. So it goes. How about it, Eivor the Wanderer? Part with a queen's ransom and live on in immortal song?
What else am I going to use it for?
Silver comes and silver goes. The fame of the great endures.
Both wise and generous. Truly, you are history's mightiest champion. Now, hold tight while my muse inspires me. From beyond the whale roads, from history unknown, did the Norse take a stand, and now all must atone. Now comes Eivor of the Ravens with the sun for eyes, trailing a river of blood enough to paint the skies. Succumb to your fate with a kiss, a blade to your throat, the wolf's fangs to your shins. For the one blessing and the one curse is to meet the wolf kissed.
Your kennings are weak. However, you make up for it with your clever tongue.
'Tis the fate of a bard such as I. We give and we give and we get nothing back. So it goes. Farewell.
I did just give him
champion.
300 silver,
From
but
beyond the
yeah, you get
whale
nothing
roads,
back.
from history unknown, did the Norse take a stand, and now all must atone. Now comes Eivor.
Yeah, no, that was horrible to listen to.
Trailing a river of blood enough to paint.
No, we'll pop it in this. We'll get them all sorted. Fishy, hey Fishy, it's Fishy. What's your opinion, man? And here I have to leave now, but I love the stream. Keep making great content and being generally great. Cheers, Will. Really appreciate the support. I'll do my best. Not very good at being great. I tend to find myself falling short of great in the moderately adequate section for when nothing else is happening, and that's okay. That's the kind of space I long to fill. To be honest. De Wolfga, glad to see you. De Wolfga. Why? I just destroyed the fence. I came in, gave no fucks, destroyed a fence, and here we are.
Baldwin! My love beams. Baldwin, my sweet, I'm here! I'm here! I even wrote you a poem, the kind you adore. Will you not listen? Are you here to steal Aldwin from me? Oh, but of course. His handsome face is a sight to behold.
Troubles of the heart.
I'm merely a worm next to a flower such as he. My words have not captured his fancy. He is immovable.
How about go the fuck home then?
Listen to you. If you're such a poet, help me open the door to his heart.
Let me look around for clues.
Give me a moment. I will come up with something.
Baldwin, my sweet, I'm here! I'm here! I even wrote you a poem, the kind you adore. Will you not listen?
So well above, hearken, hear me. I am but a simple man with great ambition to brew the best, most potent ale across the land, but alas, distractions are thrown at me. Is this a troll of the god? Due to
Just leave me be.
I fear I may be attracted to what seems like half the village. Please let them tire, for I doubt any understands my desires and will follow me in a turn in my dream. How about just go the fuck home? You know, maybe stop harassing the man.
Barrels of fresh ale. Whoever lives here has a taste for strong. I think I know what to say.
Let's hear it then.
Praise his ale.
You say he's a brewer. Praise his skills at the craft.
He loves Minecraft.
You a wise devil. Why didn't I think of that?
Because you're dumb as fuck.
About legendary ale. So famous and delicious, it's the greatest in sales. It's drunk by kings and lords, devils and sinners. So good is its taste, it makes Aldwyn the winner.
Those words.
Just flung the door open.
Tell me,
Bam.
which of you sang
Just
such sweet
bam.
words to me?
She crafted those words and sang them out for you.
I never knew you crafted such wonderful word songs, Bertha. Come in. I want to hear more.
Thank you, friend. Take these trinkets I crafted for Aldwyn. Seems I don't need them anymore.
Oh no. Can I come in? I just broke in. Hell yes. Now I'm gonna ransack the gaff and dip. Ransack the gaff, run on the tables. Where did Aldwyn go? He's just gone to bed. Crafty fucker. Wake up. You've got company to entertain. Oh my god, he's gone back to bed. Weird guy. Okay. You know, that happened. That was weird. Handsome. Yeah, he's just a generic looking bloke for this game's standards, isn't he? I just love how he flung the door open, let this woman in, and then just went to bed. He'd had enough already. He wasn't handsome, lol. Are we just gonna gloss over the fact that we just helped this random woman manipulate her way into some bloke's house? No? The big rock. Is it time for the bit of rock? Not yet. Now to get the bit of rock, but not yet. World events are pretty stinky. Yeah, they're pretty mad sometimes. They're just, and sometimes they're mental. Well, they're just bonkers. But rarely are they actually what I'd consider to be well written. Sometimes they're just dumb, like that couple in Norway who get off from you burning their house down. They literally start to get horny over you burning their fucking house down. And it makes no sense. Pretty out there. There's also a guy who, you know, you throw all this shit off a cliff and you go, alright, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? Then he just jumps off and says thank you on the way down. Okay. I guess I can carry you. I don't know if I killed these at some point beforehand. Because these just seem to be bandits and that. You know what? Fuck this event. We're going over to that one. Madness. How long have we been going? Not even an hour and a half yet. Mad. Hytham is just chilling with his books and that. I just like I regret buying this game. I could have bought any other game in the world, but I actually have finished it, but I waste 60 hours and 60 quid on my hope. Alright. Okay. Cool. I guess congratulations. I've tried doing the event in Yorkshire, but I had no idea what to do. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. This event, that event back there. Yeah, I had no idea what to do either. Sometimes it makes sense, other times it's just going to be something that you'll never figure out. Picturinga to complete that event is... Ah, there, I've got to go and clear that out, don't I? Time well wasted. So we'll sort this out.
Again, I find traces of the Nephilim. For edict of the local king, I shall prayeth to him that this
prayeth to the Nephilim. Where's that ditch? What is the benefit of the ditch? Let's head this way, shall we? Just up to utter madness. Scarborough. I'm fine, don't worry about it. Scan some mushrooms. It's all fine. Who needs a haystack when you literally have a Ubisoft game? Hired them as a pyromaniac. He went insane asylum for 7 years. Send it on to him, fire. What are you on about? This is a town, isn't it? Not a camp. His wife will be in the market. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ah, that makes sense. Follow that.
Are you the wife of the man who fishes below the cliff?
My husband fishes there, yes, and I run the stall. Do you fancy some fine, fresh fish?
I found your husband.
And where is that fool? Drunk in some bed? Working off a debt?
Dead, I fear. Some bandits crushed him with a rock, hoping to fleece him.
No! Why? That sweet fool, leaving me penniless.
Here, take this ring. I found it on his body. It is rightfully yours.
His mother's ring. That fool. That damned, soft, loving fool. Thank you, stranger. At least I have this. Mary, they said. Marriage has left me naught but a poor widow, with nary a fish to sell. That lovesick fool. I would...
Well, I've ruined her day, fundamentally, haven't I? Let's get the likes up to 200 gamers, that'd be sick. Sweet fool. My phone died, so it took me a while to respond. That's epic. That's the best way to avoid responding to messages for months. Right, sorry, my phone died. You didn't recharge it in 6 months. I just don't live on it, you know? Or sorry, I was in the shower for 9 months. Stuff like that. Sorry, my cat ate the microwave. You know, excuses that make sense.
I call on you, nay, demand of you. Send me a home gang champion to test my might.
Hello.
I've been ready. I am ready. Fists up.
Oh no! Imagine getting chokeslammed by this random unimpressive Viking man. Oh my god, he's a bit of a wrestling boy, isn't he? Daddy Fishy, hi. You mad man.
What did Loki Rabbit promise you, champion? Wealth, fame, honor?
The Rabbit said nothing. A lesson you should learn. Where are you off to, Loki?
So I guess if we follow the rabbit, maybe it'll take us somewhere. Imagine if the rabbit disappears into one of these clouds. Into one of these smoky things.
Guys is a trickster's trade. That man will forever play the fool.
I don't know what that was, but that sounded epic. Let's go. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new. That would be fantastic.
If they see me, this will get messy.
Are you going to enter the water or not?
No, the waters are too cold. But the quicker I am baptized, the bigger business will be.
One does not receive the Holy Spirit under the watchful eye of God.
There you go.
Gold! Gold! The ice flames are changing! Please! Save! Oh. Hey! This is not so bad.
Good
That
God,
man needs a
at
push,
last.
or a good scare.
I hereby baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit within us all. You are now a child of God.
So, is this it?
It is. Go forth. Thank you for getting that man into the water. We had been waiting for too long, but we are patient. Anyone keen on the teachings of our Lord is welcome.
Yeah, no, that can fuck off. let's pop this into Raven Mastery. Yeah, why not? It's the worst that could happen. Have you got likes from all my accounts? Absolutely epic, sir. Why do we need to have that stupid fucking cape if we want our hood up? It looks so dumb. It depends on what garb you're gone for, but they all have cloaks, don't they? Some look a little bit more ridiculous than others. I will give you that. I guess we should go there next. Doing as many of the mysteries as we can in the time that we have. What's going on over here? Yeah, what the bloody hell is that? Is that an arrow locked in and then the arrow, like the light bow sort of combination, really? Yeah, that's the light bow combination, how they're set up. Howdy, folks. Howdy, lasers. We're doing world events and ranking. Well, we've already hit power level 400. Now we've got the mastery levels that have shown up, and so that explains why I'm killing my evening with Assassin's Creed. But you know what? I'm having a good time. Speaking of podcasts, as always, returns tomorrow. Oh, that sounds epic. But more importantly, February 1st is soon here. Be on the lookout, boys and girls. Oh, for sure. Something absolutely fantastic is going to happen on the 1st of February. And you're all going to love it. And I can't wait for you all to see what we have planned. It's going to be lovely. Why are some people saving mastery points? It's a shameless plug, James. No, because it's something to do with me as well. Not shameless. Don't get that. Plus you're right. Oh no. Oh, you.
I have your eel.
Oh, good. Please add it to the pot.
Oh, blimey. This will be. Well, which pot? You appear to have an abundance, my friend. Oh, that pot.
Ah, here it is. Would you be so kind?
You want me to taste this?
Of course, for your palate is far less tainted than mine. Take a generous amount, too.
Why are you swigging sauce like
And?
it's...
Verdict?
Oh, no. Not quite there.
Oh, Lord.
If it helps, I've had worse.
I suppose that's it then. It's over. Time for me to pack up my things and see what the fruits of another kingdom might offer me.
Where will you go?
Worcester, I think. Though I'll be buggered if
Worcester.
I'm going to name my sauce after that paltry place.
Thank
you.
Worcester
for all
sauce,
your
isn't
help.
it?
I don't know many
That
days,
sauce
and I
happens.
don't care to, but you've helped bring closure to this journey.
Is it Worcestershire
If
sauce?
I could ask one more favor of you, it would be to
I
take
know.
this failure to the grottos below my home. I can't stand the sight of it.
Farewell. Luck be with you. You will need it.
Through the window with you. Lovely. Why would I waste time on something that isn't a part of the thing? The game doesn't give me the feeling that I need to do that. I should probably get some other... That's fish. I don't know how to even do these three. Like, I could never figure them out, so I'm just gonna... not figure them out somewhere else. Have I done all the world events everywhere? All of the mysteries? No, there's a mystery... Obviously, I haven't done all the London ones, but have I done all the mysteries elsewhere, besides from the shrines? I think I have. It's literally the shrines. The disgusting shrine. There's that. There's lots in here, actually. There's lots out here to do. Right, let's go. I'm gonna be honest, Fishy, read me because I want attention for some reason. I guess it worked, didn't it? Do you feel accomplished now? Did you get the attention you wanted? Or was it all just a big fat lie to stroke your ego for 5 seconds while you feel sad in your room? I don't know. I'm not trying to violate you. I genuinely am curious as to if that filled that hole in your life. This map is so overwhelming to look at. When a lot of it's done, you start to go, right, okay, a lot of it's done now. Oh, this bollocks. But as I'm making my way back through the game, it's been a lot since I played it. Oh, you're on about this one where you're doing the video thing for it? You decided to re-record the entire thing? Like a second playthrough to dissect shit, I guess?
Oh, starlight, my starlight. A swift death by a sharp
How many hours have you all put in?
separates us,
This saves
both
at
by lip and by
between
heart.
90 and
Have you
100.
given my letter to my
About
beekeeping
92.
love? The hive is not far.
The sweetness of the honey on the tongue, but the danger of being stung. It's like love. Always a chance of losing.
Well, I guess you're obsessed with a beekeeper. Let me find some bees. Why? What nonsense is that? Like, he just starts mumbling in nonsense, like satanic voices. Just,
Starlight, starlight. Do you consider yourself a man who has features so, delicate that God himself must have, painted them on with a fine brush?
Yes.
Never mind.
Forgive my intrusion. Starlight, starlight. Would you say that you are cow-eyed and willow-limbed?
Oh, I suppose. I'm not sure what that means, but it is pretty. Are you composing a poem in my likeness?
My mistake. Apologies. Starlight, starlight. Would you say that your hair could be described as bracken-colored tresses?
I beg your pardon?
It matters not. Return to your work. Starlight, starlight. Which of these keepers of the bees fits Gil's poems?
I can murder you. I'll go back and ask him what he says. And then we'll have a rough idea. The footage, really. There's also so much game I wanted to make notes as I play so I know I'm saying what I mean. It'll either be worth it in the end or it'll flop horribly. Yeah, it can't go in between.
Starlight, my starlight. A swift death by a sharp sting separates us, both by lip and by heart. Have you given my letter to my beekeeping love? The hive is not far. Oh, starlight, my starlight.
Won't specify which one I'm supposed to give the letter to. Because it's Ubisoft, it almost certainly will not be the woman. So let's give it to the burly man.
Hello again? Then I have a letter for you.
Thank you.
I have delivered the letter. Now to see if Gil has met his match.
Has he already thrown himself off the wall? I don't know. I think he might be. Yeah. That's fine. He's dipped. Where do I find Gil and his man? I'm trying to look for Gil and his filthy man, so I can at least know that they did okay. You know what I mean? It's important to me. I'm invested in this random man's plight for love. I don't know if that's the right word, probably not, but he seems to have been suffering up there on the wall, so... The dude on the platform, oh fuck it. Now what do I do? Die. I'm gonna murder people because it'll desync me. It's fine, don't worry about it. game characters talk to themselves a lot. Because it's a way to feed you information that isn't too unnatural to the point where you think, shit. Because in old games, they used to have characters just tell you what buttons to press.
Now to see if Gil has met his match.
He almost certainly fucking has not. As it is that man, apparently. But we will see. I almost want this to go horribly wrong. This is a big burly bloke. Maybe you get it right no matter what you do.
Well, hello. This is quite a surprise.
You've got a beautiful heart and mastery of verse, but I do not return your feelings, Gil. But Serle fancies you. I understand if you do not want his company. He isn't very handsome.
He does? The lad with the hair of bracken and smouldering gaze? Serle, you say? I must compose another letter.
Sorry, Gil. Looks like you'll have to face your love yourself. Best of luck.
Die. Right. That was cool. I mean... yeah. It was literally a guessing game. You could have specified with their name, to be fair. Hey Fishy, how's the live stream going? Well, kind of chilling, to be honest. Everything gets really oversaturated here, colour-wise. It's intense, isn't it? Fishy, the assassin serial killer. Isn't an assassin in Assassin's Creed technically a serial killer? Where's the distinction between assassin and serial killer? Because I guess one gets paid to do it, but that doesn't happen in Assassin's Creed. They're just an organization of serial killers. The energy drinks were mixed with Jägermeister, causing me to eventually black out and piss in my own living room, causing my mum to beat me. That sounds like an excellent autobiography. I don't know how to... Such a peculiar time. We're talking about alcohol, that sounds like fun. I'm not much of a drinker myself. I'll have a beverage every now and then. Special occasion I'll get absolutely wankered, but not much of a drinker myself. Oh, the next AC setting has assassins in it. I hope the next Assassin's Creed setting is set in Cuba, where I can play as a combat Cuban. Right, okay. This is a great time to point out that I'm running around with Excalibur and Mjolnir, and it's actually ridiculous. This is why I'm doing it. It's just fucking dumb. But this is something you can do in Assassin's Creed, is run around with two very obvious Isu weapons and nobody bats an eye. Animus magic, you say? More like animus bollocks. I don't understand. Gold raspberry. Let's cross this river in the boat. It's cool. I did actually piss in my living room once. Well then, I hope your mum did beat you. Those things, those living rooms don't come cheap.
Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
Scrap paper. 3 piggies today, 5 piggies tomorrow. So many lost little pigs, juicy and fat. I'll feast for days. Be free. Oh fuck! It's a danger pig. Dead pig. Pig no longer alive. That is not a pig. That is a... Right, love? What are you saying?
Strange. That voice is like a lullaby. wonder where it leads.
I don't want to know. But we're gonna go. I don't have anything against the term hidden ones, but I'm over it now. Let's get back to Assassins and Templars. It's just Assassin's Creed needs to get out of the fucking gimmick phase.
What is it you want? Who are you?
Like it's just in a gimmick phase where it wants to sell itself on
Poison. I need to get out of here.
bollocks, basically.
Need to be careful here.
This is a serial killer and a half.
I will kill you for that. Have you nothing to say?
Die, murderer. That is just what she was called, the murderer. Bro, that hag looks like my nan. I fucking bet. So by piggy, she didn't mean the pig. She meant, well, these people. The men and the women who she chefed. You get some booky fuckers in this ends, don't you? You just do. What the fuck is this nonsense? She was loving it. She was cruising for a slashing from Excalibur and a hammering from Mjolnir. That's what happens. Now I guess I've run out of things to do. I've actually rinsed it of all the interesting world events. Now there's the ones that just don't make sense to me in London, and some of these bits. Do we try to figure out the ones that don't make sense in London? Maybe you guys can give me a hand with them. Actually, because there's 3 world events like proper, and that's not London. London's over here. These that I just can't make sense of. I go to all 3, and there's something that I'm not quite getting. It's so odd because the concept of someone living in the woods and killing people and you learning that through environmental storytelling is good, but that looks silly. But the premise of it is it doesn't make it complex enough to the point where you feel like, yes, this would go undetected for this amount of time for there to be this many bodies. Because surely to Christ you can't be the only semi-capable person who's come across this and managed to find a way out. Sometimes I feel like these world events are too fast-paced for their own good. Like there's no nuance to some of it. There's no slow unraveling. It's just bam, serial killer in your face, and that's that. Oh, I wasn't supposed to kill the man. Good to know. One of them needs you to complete some story missions, which should now be... But the other 2 are riddles, so you need to go around and find the answers too. Surely I've done all the story missions, because I've done the entire main story. You can't do that event. You would need to talk to Octavian and Ravensthorpe. Let's go talk to Octavian and Ravensthorpe. Doesn't that door open for one of the Roman mask things? I think so. I think we have to go and talk to Octavian and Ravensthorpe or something. World events are so bad I haven't done a single one. I just don't get anything out of it. Oh, I understand that. I feel like sometimes they can be a little bit too quick for their own good. Like, they're very much so an extreme, as was all the side quests in Odyssey. Like, you can have side quests in your game, you can have world events in your game, but I think only one or the other really narrows down your
so glad to see you.
your potential for giving you that more layered approach to open world and how you tell your stories in it. So on the one hand, in a quest you could tell a long-winded story, but there's a chance that it might get repetitive and feel a little bit like you've done it before. And granted, so that is a good point, so that needs to be played down a bit, but it doesn't need to necessarily all be gone with the side quests. You can have enough there, and you could add variety to it in many ways. Plenty of games do it. The Witcher 3 does it great. Red Dead Redemption 2 gives you loads of side missions, all of which feel unique and interesting, so it's not impossible, just takes a bit of effort. On the other hand, you get your world events, shorter little stories in the world that you can find that don't take you away from what you're already doing too much, and as a result you get a satisfying amount of side content without feeling like you've turned into everyone's fucking errand boy. Some world events, the issue with Odyssey, first of all, was some of the side quests didn't feel like they warranted being a quest. The issue with Valhalla is some world events feel like they warrant being more. Like, what they are, they're just so rushed that it's just nonsense. If it's slowed down and it becomes a mystery, then it becomes more interesting with some of it. I get it, some of it works, but other parts don't. And it's just the complete extreme opposite to the side quest structure in Odyssey. The only thing that makes it better is the fact that it's not so in your face because you can ignore them, and also that they're just so much less obstructive. And so they need to find a balance with that, not go one way or the other. Well, this game tries to do too much at once. Yeah, that's what I mean, but I think if it can slow it down a bit with some of it. Like, it tries to do so much at once. There's a lot here, but it goes through it at 1,000,000 miles per hour. This game needs half the content, but twice as fleshed out. Maybe half the content, but sometimes 10 times as fleshed out. Like, imagine, right? You go into a woodlands area. You meet this random woman in the woods. She's singing in that by the lake, and you look about. You find all sorts of clues. Like, first things first, you're like, what the fuck's going on? Maybe she tries to draw you to her, stuff like that she goes before, and then what happens is the same as before. You get drawn in somehow, and then you get knocked out, and then you wake up and you're like, shit, this serial killer's nabbed me, and then you have to like escape, and then there's maybe something that goes on there. Maybe break it down into 3 parts so you feel like there's an actual story to it. Maybe find out some of the victims, find out some of the names. Maybe the thing that leads you to investigate this entire place in the first place is people going missing in the woods. Start the mission further back and then end it further forward. That sometimes needs to happen with some of the world events, but at the same time, the world events themselves are a good structure because it means that not everything's a side quest. Some things can just be there and then brushed away pretty quick without distracting you too much, and that's what makes them so good. It helps organise things, and then you can have your side quests and your world events, and you need to have, well, ideally both if you want to have that structure of open world, really. But Eivor finds Excalibur, Mjolnir, wipes out the Order, finds the Grand Temple, finds the Yggdrasil Temple, and so much more. Not even Ezio did that much shit, and it means nothing to her. Way too much happens in this game. That I understand as well. It's just mental.
It will do for the moment. Eivor, have you ever been in love?
Why do you ask?
I wonder if you know the feeling of having your very heart pulled from your chest as it pursues the elusive object of your desire. I wonder if you have ever known the bitter agony of seeing your beloved in the arms of another. I have known such a pain, and Maximus was its source.
One of your lovers?
Oh, gods, no! No. Maximus is a snake and a leech.
I'm just standing here with Excalibur and Mjolnir, and it doesn't seem to mean anything to anybody.
A perfectly preserved statue of a legionnaire. It is all I desire in this world. Lost, I heard, Maximus was holed up in and around London, holding my beloved captive, leering and pawing at it, no doubt. If you should ever see him, give him my regards. By that, I mean spit on him, then recover my statue.
It's like Ubisoft thought we're only going to England once, but we need to do every single thing that could possibly happen in England in one game. Yeah, no, it's like that. But they'd already been to England, hadn't they? So it's like, surely dial it back and not overdo it, you know what I mean? But they do it, they do it over the top. Why does your Eivor look cursed? because he goes about
And
chefing
here
people up with
is
Excalibur
something
and
for you.
Mjolnir.
I want more of these artifacts.
Shove them up your fucking asshole. Right, I have to go.
I have to go. See you soon.
Bonum fortunum in your travels, Eivor.
Nice. Everything in Ravensthorpe is properly upgraded, so that's pretty cool. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, lad, but something tells me you're not much of an artist. Apparently it's immune to the swipes of Excalibur. And if that's the case, then... Right, let's do this. The biggest issue I've ever had with, you know... Well, not the biggest issue. I think the biggest issue is not being an assassin. But the biggest issue with it as a more general game is the fact that I don't think Ubisoft has any business making RPGs. Because they've just had too many... They've just tried it too many times, and it's just the same uninspired game design at the end of the day.
Octavian of London.
With different quirks.
Who your friend is, and no, Osbert cannot have his greasy
Osbert.
pedestrian fingers on something so exquisite.
Osbert?
Oh, that is delicious. Yes, Osbert. A name fit for a poor failure. It'll cost a cow's weight in silver to get it in his hands.
It's coming with me.
Fan of Rome, I see. I am too. Unique methods of torture. Crucifixion. Bronze bull. But where I am from, we have the Eivor. Nose lopped off, skin flayed, teeth carved out to wear as a necklace, then left to the birds. How much again?
Free of charge? Let me just grab it for you.
I made this man shit himself. Go on, grip the thing. In fact, I will grip it.
I'll have to take this back to Osbert.
Return the Legionnaire statue to Octavian. Osbert was notably absent from the Forum Assembly. For once I was able to discuss my thesis without his foul stench invading my nose. Perhaps the ordeal with the helmet has finally taught him that the only men of culture can become exalted by love of Rome. He's like it. He's like one of those gatekeepers. Like, some franchises have fans where they just sort of like go, "No, you're not a real fan in that." That is this fucker. He's like, "I don't like you for this reason, so you can't be real for this reason. You can't be the real deal because I don't like you," sort of thing. So I don't agree with your opinions on Assassin's Creed. You must be a fake Assassin's Creed fan. You're an Assassin's Creed hater. It's like, at this point, you're probably not wrong. But you see what I mean. When the RPG elements began hurting the core elements of the franchise, they should have known it was wrong. I'm not sure how they let it get to the point where it's necessary. Yeah, it's also gotten to a point now as well where all of the core values of Assassin's Creed have effectively been pissed out of the window and can be interchangeable with anything that could appeal to a mainstream. So you'll never get like a niche story or anything that you might hope would span across a couple of games. It would all be open, middle, conclude, all in one. Because Ubisoft has to appeal to a mainstream to make sure that they generate their sales now, because they've pissed away all their other fans, or at least the majority of them. They pissed away a lot of people who once were about, because they don't care anymore. They stopped caring because it's just become a bit of a mess of mainstream appealing over providing that niche for people who would actually find that interesting. When you create that niche, you'll probably find more success than trying to hit a mainstream, because when it hits a mainstream, it's like, oh, bam, loads of people play it, then it dies. If there's a niche for it, then it's a little bit neater.
Octavian, I have something that may interest you. Maximilian sends his regards.
What? He gave this to you? That perfect little wretch. How did he bring himself to part with it?
Ask no questions, hear no lies. I only hope you enjoy it, and that neither of us have to see that man again.
Oh, thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
I have to go.
I will see you later, friend.
I should go, Commander Shepard. I quite like the I quite like imagining that I should go is always said by Shepard. Can I kill this dog? I can't bring myself to do it. I know I can. Just it. You know. Ubisoft only care about the shmoney. Who's this man? Who is this? Fuck off.
Make sure you look at my new designs.
You don't have any tattoos. You're not a hard fucker. You don't bench
like
press.
To see what you have in stock.
Okay, beard time. Where's the beard thing? There it is. Sort myself the fuck out. We don't need a... I like how it looks like a child on there for some reason. I find that so weird. Like, it's like a child with a beard. Whether for better or worse, it'll be interesting to see where they go next, because they can either go full Odyssey or back to basics. I'm sure it'll be the former, but still. It'll be interesting to be the latter. Complete lasers, fishy dynamite, and I don't know, God.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'm dipping.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Until
There
I
we
see
go.
you next.
I now look like a generic Eivor again. Lovely. But with a sick fade. Well, it's not even a fade, is it? It's just a zero on the sides and then bam, hair on the top of my head. It's lovely. Full RPG mode for you. They'll whatever they do with it next, it's gonna make me either very sad or it'll be like, oh, you know what? Maybe they're doing something cool. So with Ubisoft, it's a weird one. It's a weird one with Ubisoft because there's always a chance that they accidentally do something okay. There's a chance. There's just such a weird premise, but you can have zero faith in them and still, you know that eventually something will be at least a little unshit. But I think that Ubisoft need to axe the RPG route, and they're not going to do that now, are they? All their games have to be RPGs, even fucking Just Dance and whatever else games they make. I worry about... actually, you know what? I don't worry about that Star Wars game because it's Star Wars, and there's nothing that Ubisoft can do to Star Wars that Star Wars hasn't done to itself. And so, yeah. Oh, there you go. Finally figured it out. But I do find it at least a little bit concerning that, people aren't aware what could happen with that, because it's very possible that Ubisoft will just do a generic Ubisoft game, and if you as a publisher have what people know as a generic game, like people can refer to your games as generic in a sense, then there's a very good chance that there's just not enough variety there. How the fuck do I get in the gaff? Oh, it's on the gaff. Oh, I don't care. It's one of those shit things that says I don't have the time for that. Back to London, where the boys are at, because we have shit to do. We can fuck up anything, but that's their core trait. Fucking things up isn't necessarily their core trait. It's just having a really strange. It's just they have so many different IPs and properties, and yet they almost employ a copy and paste format across them all. Like they have a strange. If it's remotely similar in genre, they'll go for the same thing with it, and as a result, they have absolutely. I don't know how to describe it, but it's just how they fundamentally approach making games. Is just a blanket policy almost of this is what we're doing. Yeah, lads. Okay. I don't mean to swing my Excalibur at the children, but here we are. There's 2 down with the RPG, no going back. See, I disagree. I don't think it's ever too far to go back. You might not go back to your fans, but you can at least try to recreate the niche and have, you know, some respect for your brand. And Assassin's Creed Valhalla does have respect for Assassin's Creed in a lot of ways, for sure. So they just need to stop compromising. They need to make a game that just is. It just is Assassin's Creed. It's not Assassin's Creed but Vikings. Assassin's Creed but Origins. You know, ancient Egypt, you see the origins of the assassins and shit. And you don't really play as an assassin. We're not really established, but you get this proto-assassin concept and you get to see how this all came together in a very loose sense that doesn't really wind up for 100% applying by the end. But you know what? Assassin's Creed Origins is poorly titled. Nobody disagrees with that, I don't think. Even people in Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is not even Assassin's Creed, you're in Greece and running about as an eagle-bearing Mystios. It's just Assassin's Creed's in this fucking gimmick phase because they've lost all. Because the Hidden Blade doesn't do it anymore. Because why would it? You're in an RPG now. It doesn't really work the same. And the Assassin iconography, you've pissed away the fans that gave a shit. So all you've got is a mainstream now. And as a result of having that mainstream, suddenly, yeah, there's nothing there there's nothing there to create. There's nothing there to, I don't know, maintain a community, to maintain that niche. It's just mainstream game at this point. There's nothing particularly complex about it. It's not difficult in any way whatsoever. It's not challenging in any way whatsoever. It's not even thought-provoking in any way whatsoever. Sure, Valhalla has its moments where it is a little bit more subtle, a little bit thought-provoking, gives you the if you know, you know. But in general, Odyssey and Origins weren't particularly thought-provoking. Like, Bayek's great performance. You had a good time in ancient Egypt. Wonderful, stuff like that. But I didn't play that game and go, wait, what the fuck? Sure, there were little messages hidden about, but, I mean, surely we should get more of that story-wise. Turn it into a mystery. Give us that sense of mystery that we missed. Labour is needed. We need to have a halo men and women for each warehouse. Each labourer will be compensated with 50 silvers a week. 2 bottles of garum. Where am I putting this? It's so much better with Origins. I don't know what I'm doing. I genuinely don't have a clue. But it deserves better. Mainly playing as an assassin in the engine definitely needs some work. I think this RPG approach has almost lost any form of what feels like almost an intimacy of the game, if that makes sense, or any form of detail for that matter. What I mean when I say an intimacy is I don't feel like I'm so connected. I don't feel deep in it. I don't feel immersed in it because it doesn't feel real. I want to see the boys go kaboom booms. Covered in the oils. Covered in the snoil.
Oh, this place is cursed. I never should have entered. Oh, this place
How many times can I vomit?
I never should have entered.
Ethan Abraham, they make games for people that don't like AC. It almost seems counterproductive trying to please people that you can never please. But that does seem to be a Ubisoft way. Overall just got COVID. Oh fuck, not again.
Oh, this place is cursed. I never should have entered. Oh, this place is cursed. I never should have entered.
What's that? I could be here a while if I have to do this for every single one of them. Surely get the fuck used to it, Eivor. I could move them, but...
This place is cursed. I never should have entered.
This will probably work out as faster.
This place is cursed. I never should have entered. Oh, this place is cursed. I never should have entered.
One more to describe Hitman 3, I haven't played the game. Hitman.
Oh, this place is cursed. I never should have entered.
I'm actually sat here smashing all these these pots.
I never should have entered.
When this place is cursed, you never should have entered.
Oh, this place is
I have a question. How much did Eivor have for breakfast? Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, this place is cursed. I never should have entered.
When the place is cursed and you never should have entered. Top 5 times the place was cursed and I never should have entered, and let's go. I don't understand what I'm supposed to find here. I will have you know this makes no fucking sense to me. In we go, sunshine. Oh. I can lock it down, you know. That'd be cool if it had any value for doing so. The guy is supposed to be there, but normally it glitched. It may be glitched because he's normally there after you complete most of the story. Guy. Looks like you got a bug side quest. Oh, fuck this. It's fine. We've got... Listen. We have got 400 power. And we've got plenty of power. We've got plenty of mastery shit. So I think we're alright for bollocks. So it's fine. We're going to do a new ranking video of Valhalla? Probably not. I don't think so, somehow. I've set that man on fire by accident. He has died, and I didn't even get warned for it. Alright. Let's go chef man up with Excalibur. Yeah. The ragdoll in this is just go flying. You've been hit with a hefty sword. Goodbye. You have no more weight than paper does. But that's fine. You know, that's hardly a critique, to be fair, from me, let alone a fair one. And now we're 92 hours and 36 minutes into the madness. Rip the man that was set on fire. Yeah, you know the drill. He burned indeed. Not ripped to the lady who got Excalibured into an alternate universe though. Oh god. Oh, what a place to wrap up, really, because we've been going for 2 hours. We streamed earlier. We did 2 hours earlier. That was a madness. Yeah. Now. Yeah. So. Thank you all for watching this stream. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends, all that wonderful stuff. That'd be fantastic. The last Valhalla stream I did last night didn't go up as a video for some reason. It's up there as a video, but it's not on the upload page or anything like that. Well, on the uploads page, sorry. So I don't know what that is. But that's fine. Thank you again, Ethan. You're amazing guy. Cheers for the super chat there, Cigarette Chair. Really appreciate it, man. Cheers to our super chatters, actually. Agent X or Agent 10, I'm not sure which it is. Cigarette Chair and Ethan Abraham. Absolute legends. And again, a massive thank you to all the lovely sirs over on the Patreon as well. If you want to go ahead and check that out, there's a link in the description you can follow, and then you can see whether or not you think it's worth it. But of course, that is completely up to you, so please don't feel forced to one way or another. Just the same, it's there, and there are some bits and pieces you can grab over there as well. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you all very soon with another video or stream at some point. But until next time, take care and goodbye. See ya. Bye-bye.